What's going on, virtual friends? Welcome to the Virtual Moose channel. My name's Pete, and I recently swapped out these old glasses, which were definitely a little bit broken, if you can see here. I don't think that's supposed to happen, but I swapped these out for a pair of fancy new Meta Ray-Ban Gen 2 AI glasses. So if you click this video, I'm sure you already know roughly about what these are, but just as a run-through, they are normal glasses that also contain a pair of microphones and speakers, as well as a camera here and a little light indicator here to show people when you're recording or taking a photo, very important for privacy. And of course, they come built in with Meta's AI. So this isn't going to be a review video as such. This is just going to be me sharing my overall thoughts and experiences having worn these every day for the past 2 or 3 weeks or so, because these are definitely not the device that I thought I was buying initially, and I'm going to go more into some of the positives and the negatives about that in this video, so hopefully you guys find some value in me sharing my genuine day-to-day experience with Meta's Ray-Ban Gen 2s. Alright, so I want to be upfront straight away. I don't dislike these glasses, but they're definitely just not what I thought I was buying, and a lot of that basically boils down to Meta's AI. So initially, I bought these glasses because I thought they'd essentially be like ChatGPT on my face, like an AI companion that I could talk to while walking around. I could translate signs, translate speech, and help me plan things, or even just like talk through ideas out loud. And honestly, that is not the experience that you get. So funnily enough, actually, when I was planning this video, the first thing I tried to do was to record and like summarize all of my thoughts for the video using these glasses, and they immediately failed. The AI just kept interrupting me. It treated my thoughts like questions, and it understood the task it was supposed to do in theory, but in practice, it just couldn't listen to me talking for more than a few seconds without interrupting and thinking I was like asking it a question. So I expected something close to ChatGPT or Gemini, and instead the AI feels kind of like last gen, to be honest. It's just not very smart. It forgets the context of conversations very quickly, and honestly, it sometimes can feel like trying to have a conversation with your Alexa device. Sorry if I activated anyone's just then, by the way. And that's kind of wild because the form factor here is incredible. Having an AI always attached to your face should be insanely useful, but in practice, the intelligence just isn't quite there. You're also completely locked into Meta's AI, which I think is a big part of the problem. You can't swap it out. You can't like link ChatGPT or another model to these glasses. And you know, honestly, I'm not surprised by that. But the problem is that Meta's AI, at least in its current stage, is just not very competitive with some of the other options out there. And here's a perfect example. So I asked the glasses the other day, what's the average weight of a hamster? And it answered correctly. And by the way, I own a hamster, and my wife also owns a significantly larger hamster, despite them being the same breed, which is why I was kind of asking what the average weight was. But anyway, I asked it what the average weight of a hamster was, it answered correctly, and then I followed up with what health risks come from a hamster being significantly overweight. And the glasses took a photo of the wall in front of me, and then analyzed that photo and told me that it didn't see any health risks with that wall. Which, you know, is all well and good. I'm glad that my wall isn't posing health risks, but really the conversation was about overweight hamsters, and so it kind of missed the mark there, and it does that a lot. And eventually, when I reminded it what we were talking about, it got back on track and was able to answer the question, but it does that a lot. It kind of just falls off track and loses track of the conversation and ends up talking about other things, including even randomly deciding to take a photo of my wall without me asking it to. So another big letdown for me is the languages side of things. I'm a British person living in Thailand, and I'm doing my best to learn Thai, but it's going a bit slowly. I thought these would be able to help with kind of translations, again, just having like ChatGPT on my face. But unfortunately, it turns out that languages need to be like downloaded individually, and the only available languages to download are like the European languages, so like German, French, Italian, Spanish, Portuguese, and unfortunately, I don't need any of those languages living in Thailand. I really thought it would be, you know, like how you have your ChatGPT or Gemini or whatever, and you can just feed it basically anything and ask it to translate it, and it generally does a pretty solid job of that. this doesn't even have like the option to attempt to translate anything. It just straight up will only translate the select European languages after you've downloaded them. Now, of course, more languages can be added later down the line, but I couldn't find any information about other languages being added, and I imagine something like Thai is going to take quite a while before it makes it to these glasses. So that was kind of a huge use case for me that basically just doesn't exist. I've also noticed some issues when it comes to the location accuracy. So for example, the other day I did ask it, how long would it take me to walk to a nearby mall? It told me 13 minutes, when in reality, that same walk that I do quite frequently usually takes 25 minutes at least, and I'm a fast walker, so if you're a slow walker, it could take you like 30 minutes. So that was pretty off the mark, and I did ask it the same question in a couple different ways, and it kept giving me that 13-minute answer, which is just flat out wrong. I also asked it what the nearest cinema showing the new Avatar movie was, and it did give me a cinema that was showing the Avatar movie that was in Bangkok, but it certainly wasn't like the absolute nearest cinema. There were definitely at least a couple cinemas that were closer that were showing the movie, so if I was just to follow the AI blindly, then it would have taken me much further than I needed to go. So it definitely feels like the location accuracy is a lot less reliable, at least outside of the US. But to be fair, it's not all bad. I know I've just been like dumping on these glasses at the moment, but the movie information that I asked it was very accurate. I asked it about the ratings that the new Avatar movie got, and it gave me like IMDb, Rotten Tomato ratings accurately. And even after the movie, I asked it, is there any plans, or are there any plans for an Avatar 4 to come out? And it gave me a pretty in-depth layout of like the plans for Avatar 4 and Avatar 5. And so that was pretty cool. It did that very well. Music recognition is also great. You can tie the glasses to Shazam on your phone, and then you can just ask like what song is playing in your environment, and it will accurately pick up the song and the artist name, which is very convenient. Unfortunately, I noticed that some live AI features are US only, so things like real-time visual analysis just aren't available where I live, which again makes the glasses feel unfinished for a global audience. Now again, I want to clarify, I don't at all dislike these glasses. I'm just kind of getting all the negative points out the way, and honestly, it's just setting expectations, because those were my kind of expectations for my use cases with them, and I've had to kind of pivot on what I'm actually using these for. They're not an AI companion, well, at least not yet. The good thing is that, of course, the AI is all software-based, so I'm really hoping that Meta can make some significant improvements later down the line to their AI, and I think that would make these glasses a lot more functional. But until that happens, what am I actually using these glasses for? Well, first and foremost, I'm actually using them as glasses, believe it or not, because as I showed you, I bought these to replace this old pair of glasses, which are very worn and uncomfortable to wear. And it's important to remember that basically everything I can do on these glasses I couldn't do with this old pair. So, like, I do remember that, and I do still appreciate everything that I'm able to do with these AI glasses, because I couldn't have done a lot with these apart from, you know, see clearly. So that brings me on to comfort. These are a very comfortable pair of just regular glasses. The nose pad here is nice and soft and curved, so no kind of sharp edges or corners, and they are lightweight enough to wear all day without any problem. But honestly, the real surprising thing is that these have essentially replaced my earbuds. So I used to walk around with these earbuds in my pocket at all times. I need to remember to bring them, and I need to make sure they're charged. I have not had to do that since I've picked up these glasses, and that's simply because they're basically always on my face. I charge them up overnight, and then I put them on in the morning, and they're basically always on my face, and they're connected already to my phone. And the connection, by the way, is really solid. Once you've paired it to a device, it basically instantly connects to that device as soon as you put the glasses on, and whenever you play any content or any audio, it comes straight to your glasses without any hassle. I've had no issues with connectivity whatsoever. It's just been perfectly seamless. And because these are kind of open ear, so they're not like there's nothing in my actual ears, it means that I can also hear the surrounding audio. So I can have quick conversations with people or exchange words with people without actually having to take the glasses off or having to pause the media or, having to remove headphones or anything like that. I can actually just have a quick exchange while the media is playing, and I'll be able to to hear perfectly clear what people are saying to me, and, you know, that audio will just be running in the background. So that's also very convenient. And they do get loud enough to hear over, like, background noise. Like, I listen to stuff while I'm walking down, like, some very busy Bangkok streets, and that gets very loud at times. And usually I'll have to bump these up to, like, maximum volume, but in that case, then I can usually hear pretty much everything. Like, occasionally, like, a really loud motorbike might go past, and then I won't be able to hear what's going on. But for the most part, like, walking with really loud ambient noise, if I've got these on max volume, I can still hear everything perfectly fine. And speaking of which, phone calls on these things are excellent. People have reported that they can hear me perfectly clear, and they don't even realize that I'm using the glasses to make the phone call. The background noise handling is fantastic. They used to be terrible on my old headphones. Like, I used to get complaints all the time that people couldn't hear what I was saying because the background noise was too loud. But again, wearing these, walking down a loud and busy Bangkok street, I've had phone conversations and people have said they can hear me crystal clear. And again, I can hear them perfectly fine as well. So hands-free phone calls is definitely one of my favorite features. I know it's something simple, but it's definitely just been a big quality of life improvement versus my previous setup. Next, I want to talk a little bit about battery life. There isn't much to say. The battery life is pretty much spot on with what Meta has said, about 8 hours. So they last me a full work day, and you get like a warning when they're at about 15%, and then another one at 5%. And at that point, I'll just pop them back into this handy little charging case here, and literally I pop them in here for like 20, maximum 30 minutes, while I just go and do something else, or even wear my old traditional glasses. And after that, they've always charged well enough to last the rest of the day. So I've never had any issues with battery. Like I said, spot on, 8 hours, give or take. So yeah, battery life works as advertised, and I'm very glad that's the case, because I spent more money to get these versus the Gen 1s, and that was simply because of the battery life. The battery life on the Gen 1s was half of this, so about 4 hours, which I think definitely wouldn't have been long enough, especially not if you wear glasses like me for vision correctment. And speaking of vision, the camera is pretty convenient. It's, you know, always there. The quality certainly isn't the same as a smartphone. So if you want to take a high quality, capture the moment kind of camera, you definitely still want to use your phone or like a real camera. But when it comes to convenience, there's definitely been a number of moments where these have come in clutch because I wouldn't have been able to take out my phone to capture the moment in time. So in fact, just this morning, I was walking into a cafe with my wife, and the entrance was kind of nice, and there was like plants and stuff everywhere, and I wanted to kind of capture this short video of her walking into the cafe. But if I had taken my phone out and opened the camera app and got the video going, I would have definitely just missed the moment. Equally, if I asked her to kind of like hold on a moment because I want to film her, it wouldn't have been real, it wouldn't have been candid, it would have been like more of her acting and walking through, and I just wanted to capture a genuine moment. That's where these came in handy. I could just ask the AI, record a video, they instantly turned on, started filming, and I managed to capture this nice little clip of my wife entering this cafe. Similarly, the other day, there was a bunch of people wearing funny costumes on motorbikes, cycling, driving down my road, and they were going pretty quickly. I wanted to show my wife, so I just quickly asked the glasses to capture a recording, and I managed to capture these funny costumed people on motorbikes driving past. And again, if I had waited to get my phone out and got the camera app out, they would have already driven past before I was able to capture the moment. So they're definitely about convenience. I will say that you need a lot of natural light, or just a lot of light in general, for the quality to be decent. They don't perform very well in low light. As soon as things get a bit dim, the camera quality, like the video and photo quality, gets significantly worse and like kind of grainy. But if you're outside and you have like bright natural light, or if you have some kind of like fake lighting like I've got going on here, they are perfectly passable. So I would say they're definitely more for convenience and speed rather than quality and like planned shots. Right, so to kind of summarize all of my thoughts and ideas into a little conclusion for you guys, I would say that these glasses, these Meta AI glasses, are a fantastic piece of lightweight, high-tech hardware on your face, but unfortunately it's the software side, it's the AI that is the weak link. It honestly feels like I have a pair of potentially very futuristic, very useful glasses on my face that are just being held back by Meta's AI. The good news about that is that AI is basically all software focused, so they can push out a software update that would improve the quality of the AI, and I think that alone would drastically improve the functionality of these glasses. But as they are today, they're not the AI glasses that I thought I was buying. They are, however, a solid replacement for my headphones. Handy little kind of tool on my face to ask quick questions or like definitions of words or quick little simple tasks like that it excels at, and a very convenient kind of camera device to capture kind of just in the moments. But in terms of like a proper AI companion or a language translator, it's definitely got a ways to go. I also want to mention that I think they look pretty good, especially compared to my old glasses. In fact, let's compare. I'll let you guys be the judge. Meta AI glasses or these glasses. I don't know, man. The Meta AI glasses are definitely more comfortable, but that's probably because these are broken. I don't know. They're thinner, they're lighter, but I just think I just think the thick frames, they kind of work on my face. However, I know a lot of people say these glasses kind of look really ugly and like super geek glasses, which I guess with the super thick frames, I can see where they're coming from. But I don't know, maybe I've just adapted to it. I think they look pretty good on myself, but I'll let you guys be the judge of that in the comments. But yeah, that is going to be it for this video. So I hope you guys enjoyed and learned something from my experiences having worn these every day for the past few weeks. Very curious to know, actually, if you guys own a pair of these glasses, let me know if my experiences matched up to your experiences with them. Because I'm very curious to know if we have the same experience, especially if you live in like the US. I feel like people living in the US may get a slightly different experience with these glasses compared to international customers. So let me know if you have a pair of these, if what I said resonated with you at all, or if you've had a different experience. Other than that, if you enjoyed the video, please don't forget to leave me a like. It'll take you 2 seconds, and I can do with all the support I can get from you guys. I'm doing my best to build this channel up to my first ever 3,000 subscribers this year, so any support, if you enjoyed the content, of course, is highly appreciated. And before you go, I plan in the next kind of couple of weeks to do a full day through the lens in Bangkok with these glasses, so you can see basically what Bangkok is like through the lens of these AI glasses and the kind of functionality that I can get out of them in day-to-day use. So if you want to catch that video, make sure you are subscribed to the channel so you don't miss it when it comes out. Other than that, I hope you have a fantastic day, and I'll see you guys in the next one.